forgot what I could say there.
You can say anything you want.
Anything.
Oh, well.
Anything.
Mm.
Hello. Welcome to a wonderful, very special stream tonight.
Yeah.
I'm very excited and very angry at everybody.
Yeah, we got a bone to pick with you guys all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all amazing, and it was really hard to pick these damn winners.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might have just been better just to randomly roll all of them instead of just our grand prize winner.
I was collating them into our document, and as I was going through, I was like, "Oh, this is really cool. Oh, this one's cool. Oh, this one's cool."
Yep.
There was not a single one where I was like, "This is kind of lame. Oh, this is kind of dumb."
Y'all are amazing.
And I'm not saying that just to be nice. Like, I literally was like, "Oh, I love." There was always something I loved about each character, which was awesome. So
yeah, whether
but
it was just
hello
a cool
everyone,
coloration
Tanaka Joe, Richard Watts, Eric Mellon, Veritech38, Wathayenko on Twitch.
Hello. Yeah, don't forget
Robert the Greek. He couldn't make it, but
oh yeah, he said he's got a party tonight. Oh no, work. He's got work.
Yeah, we're doing the party.
We're doing
paint
the party. Yes.
Yeah.
And oh boy, I am so excited. I feel terrible though. I hate doing contests because I know that there are people that are going to be disappointed they didn't win tonight, and it hurts.
I wanted everyone to win, and I feel that too. There was very much a lot of like, man, I wish I could, I wish I could pick everyone, but
yep, I am going to say that I agree with Richard in the chat. The reason why it's so damn cold everywhere in the U.S. tonight is because these minis are cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And we actually have a little bit of a surprise.
We do.
Yep. So when we first came out with this contest, we said that the 5 I guess they're not really runners up, they're winners as well.
Yeah.
The 5 winners besides the grand prize winner, we're just going to win a Tales of Aneria random miniature. Mm-hmm. And we lied.
Well, we decided after the fact. Again, this boiled down to we thought everyone's minis were so awesome. We're going to print each of the winners is going to get their specific mini, not painted, but printed and sent to them. So along with a random TOA.
Yep, you get both.
Yes,
tonight.
you get both.
So if you are one of our lucky winners tonight, you get a little Christmas treat.
Yep.
And if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever your
holiday
of choice, I personally prefer Saturnalia myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
sure.
It was fun to learn about Hero Forge. I'm glad. It's a great program, and we honestly, Scott has saved all of the figures that were submitted because I told him to, because who knows when an NPC might show up.
Yeah, I may or may not be printing all of them at some point.
Who knows?
One thing that I loved is I loved being able to pick up new tricks from some of the submissions.
Oh yeah.
Like some of the combinations of the outfits and the poses and things like that. I really like that. So good job. And I'm definitely not a pro at it. It's just more of a, we kind of use it for when we need a specific NPC, or if we need like kind of an army with a whole bunch of different ones. And there's some pretty cool stuff on there.
Nice. Sounds really cool. I wonder who won. Alex is a little eager there.
Get to the point!
Yep. But yeah, the ones on Discord looked great. Our grand prize winner randomly was not one of the ones on Discord.
No, it was actually email
so
submission.
This was an email submission. Hey Fuzzy, welcome. I'm so happy to have everybody here. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Should we do it? Should we without further ado?
Our grand prize winner is.
Hang on, I gotta pull up the phone.
Oh, rewind.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going.
Hit the be right back. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Do I even have it on my list? Where is it? This comes from H. I didn't do the first name. Just H Kling from an email. And her submission is, if I can find the button,
Gosh.
We never
We
set
set
up the mic for that.
Whoops.
Okay.
Just a second. Let me do that.
Give me the mice. The mice.
The mice. Give me the mice. Can you hear us now?
You gotta bring up the chat before we can get the approval.
Can you hear us now? All right.
Okay. Alrighty. It wouldn't
Professional
be,
stream.
It wouldn't be a stream without.
The winner is
The winner is Elodin Rona
H. Kring
from
email
H.
submission.
Clean. Thank you.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Sorry.
Yep. Email submission. Very well done. Again, I actually really love this figure as well. We've got a really cool like badass arm.
A really detailed back sword on the back. I like the sickle as well.
Oh yeah, that's that my friend
Scythe?
is a Kopesh.
Kopesh.
Yep, that's an Egyptian Kopesh, and specifically because of course it is. She's a blade singer.
There was like half of them were like blade singers.
Actually, I do have stats on that.
Oh. By the way,
bring it up later.
so they're winning the figure painted.
Yeah.
I printed it. We're going to paint it tonight. They're going to get one of all of the TOA figures we listed, which is All the Wayward Watch, plus Kes and was that it?
Nezra.
And Nezra. And then you're going to get some merch, T-shirt.
Oh, I didn't realize
Not
you were
this
wearing
specific one, but
unwashed. Yep.
Oh no, gross.
If you are in the chat, shout us out tonight. If not, that's okay. I know that not everybody can make it tonight. It is 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
So if you can't make it, that's okay. And yeah, but that's not the only winner that we have tonight. We have 5 other winners. But I think you should get started on painting.
On painting? Okay, I guess I could do that.
Yep, because we've got the figure all ready to go.
That's what they look like.
Yeah, looks great.
Right now.
Very cool. So you were saying that Blade Singers. I actually didn't count how many. Blade Singer was the most popular subclass.
It seems to be the most popular just online in general. So
we actually had 1, 2, 3 different Blade Singers only though. Got some Rune Knights in here. Somebody did. We had a couple Swarm Keeper Rangers actually was the second highest.
What's a Swarm Keeper? That the one that
is it's basically like a ranger that keeps bees. It's a beekeeper.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, just like Alan McMichelson.
Pressure is on for Scott. Yep.
I didn't say it would be a good paint job. Just a paint job.
It is just a paint job. But yeah, I absolutely love this figure. I guess we should probably talk a little bit about it. I have notes on all of them.
I guess if you want.
Let's see. I love the look of the character, Kopesh. Oh yeah, okay. So here is a little bit of the lore that was sent over to us from.
By the way, the lore, at least for me, I don't know about the rest of the crew. The lore obviously didn't pick the grand prize because that was randomized.
Yeah.
But it had no bearing in character selection for me. I went purely off aesthetics.
It was one of my voting criteria.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it was BattleBots rules, right?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like damage had the most weight to it, but lore was definitely in there as a contender for me. And there were some characters that had like a single sentence or two of lore. There was one figure that had no lore to it that I went, I don't care. This gets a good lore score from me because I thought it was great.
We also had someone submit a page and a half worth of lore on through email.
Really?
Yeah, a lot.
And then we actually had one that on Discord had a bunch of YouTube videos that he shared about his character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was really cool. So Elida Rona is a Tiefling blade singer who was raised with her twin brother Ashodan. I'm not sure how to say that. I'm hoping I got it right. By her mysterious grandmother, in quotation marks, by the way, deep in the Feywild. From
Wait, which is in quotation, the mysterious part or the grandmother
part.
She's mysterious.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
From a young age, she was trained in magic and learned how to fight by herself through sheer force of will. One day, her brother disappeared in a fiery pit, and so she left her home to find him and her fortune. I want to know who the grandmother is. Like, the fact that the word grandmother is in quotation marks makes me want to see who it is.
When I reach back out to the winner to get information like shirt size and things like that, I'm definitely, we can definitely ask and be like, hey, we're really curious.
Yep.
Tell us more.
Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about this character. She's just really cool. Again, like the coloration.
Sorry, the brother fell into the pit. Did she? What happened after that?
She went to search for him.
Oh, nice.
And find her fortune. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a good primer. That's a really good primer for like a level 1 character.
Yeah.
You know, level 1 to 3, right? They're
Don't
not
need much.
they're not I defeated a 1,000 strong army solo, that kind of thing. They're just like, hey, yeah, my brother fell into a pit and I found out that I can, summon something for magic or whatever. Like, that's a pretty cool way to just start things.
Yeah.
Which is, I try to do that from some of my stuff because I do find it kind of cliche to do the whole, like, he's the most badass sorcerer in the land, and it's like, okay, but you're level 1.
Yeah, level 1. Badass sorcerer in the land. In their village, though, like, yeah. Right?
The only thing I can, like, I can say that works with is if you say, like, at the very end, and it's like, well, that's my story from when I was 20 years old. I'm now 80. Like, yeah. Like you're retelling it type of a deal.
You're 80 years old and you're still a level 1 sorcerer.
No. I'm just saying, like, you're when you start a book.
Oh, yeah.
And you like rewind the beginning.
Okay.
Let's rewind a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott, for setting up a cool new chat in our Discord as well. After this was all over, we put a original character where you can post your artwork, you can post your character concepts, etc. in there. Just and if you want to check it out, there's some really cool characters in there already.
Yeah.
Again, y'all are amazing. I'm very inspired by all of the winners tonight.
I'm gonna let everyone that's watching in on a little secret. If you post a really cool story idea, Cory might copy it. Or implement it into Tales of Aneria somehow.
Yeah, I might put it into Tales of Aneria at some point, for sure.
How do you think I got a bolt Bjorn?
What?
What?
No, that was just a joke.
No, it was something funny we talked about a lot of. And you were like, that's great. I'm going to implement that.
I don't remember this at all. You're gaslighting me right now.
I'm being goofy.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about our other winners, though.
Yeah.
We're not going to just go through them one by, really quickly, just because I want to talk about each of them.
Yeah.
And everything. But we can talk about our next winner, which is a wonderful, wonderful submission. I closed my phone. Why would I do that?
Because you're a professional.
This is...
Get the teleprompter out.
Yep. This was a submission by Red Shadow on Discord. And his figure is Eden Fairview. Which, holy crap, this one blew me away.
Yeah, when I saw this one, I loved the outfit. I love the blue fire going up. You can't turn it from there, Cory.
Yeah,
that's
looking at the right screen. Yeah, the blue fire going up. I did not know that this shirt existed in Hero Forge.
Yeah,
and I want to use it now. I love the chaps. I absolutely love the chaps on this. That is really cool. Eden Fairview is a very expressive half-elf and loves the arts. She spent some time in an arcane college studying the ways of wizardry. On a field trip, the boat she was on sank. She was able to get to shore and was taken in by orcs who taught her the spear. Thus, she is a blade singer.
Yeah, I know.
But with a spear, going to start on her journey in January. Well, hopefully we can get your figure to you.
January.
In January. I'm getting a lot of, and this isn't a hey you stole this. This is just little bubblies. It feels a little Ceradon.
Oh,
And I like it.
Yeah,
It
it does kinda have
definitely
a little bit of
evokes that little
Ceradon to
bit.
it.
Especially like the pose itself, the cross legs is
That's
Ceradon's.
probably the main thing.
Yeah, I mean it's a
Ceradon's
half
pose.
elf with a long like glaive or spear, right? And I think that's really cool. Um, Sorry.
Why am I using?
How about guest spots to join the tales as needed by the DM? I mean, eventually that would be great to have guests in.
Yeah.
for
Eventually,
sure.
that would be pretty
Yeah.
cool to have.
Love the magic in the arm and the expressive look on the face. Exactly, really
Yep.
cool. Like,
Yep, and I love the use of like the lip shade and stuff to to make it kind of pop out, because most of the characters that I make, I totally forget about that kind of stuff, and I never do it.
but yeah, I let's see here. Great story behind it. Love the spear singer concept as well. I thought that was really cool to think about. So yeah, congratulations to Red Shadow for being our first runner-up.
Yeah, and you will get your figure printed and a random Tales of Aneria figure.
We'll just quickly check in on Scott here, see how he's doing.
I've got 2 legs, fleshy colored.
The boots.
No, these are flesh. They.
Oh,
she's barefoot.
She's barefoot?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you know?
I had to switch out because I realized I wasn't using my really good brush, and I went, "Oh, why? I'm doing a fairly detailed paint job. I should probably get the good stuff out."
Yep. All right. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Ready for the next
Who do
one.
we got?
This one also comes to us from Discord. Most of our submissions were from Discord. But this one is Jonas Kari's, I'm going to butcher this, Azercotl Invictus, the Wood Elf assassin, who freaks me the hell out.
Well, Invictus is Latin for like unconquerable.
Yeah. He is, I cannot stare at this for too long without being just terrified. Yeah, so congratulations on that. Born into a cult of Baal and initially raised as a brutal weapon, the cult's defeat and the influence of his dwarven fosterer, Gundren Rockseeker, has led him on the path of adventure.
Cool.
I know that Dallin specifically commented on this one that this would be a character that he could see himself playing.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool. I really like the pouch on the side here and the over-the-shoulder cape. Again, that's something I didn't really know that that Hero Forge had. They have a lot more stuff.
Yeah, they've got a lot
than
more
I
stuff
remember,
since the last time we've been in there messing with it.
Yeah, there was a lot of really cool stuff posted on this character. Again, like for me, it was just like staring at that face for too long just gives me the willies. But everybody loves a murder cult survivor.
Everybody loves a murder cult, indeed.
So good job, Jonathan. That was really awesome. Thank you. So look forward to receiving him in the mail.
Yeah.
Don't send Kes with this one, please. They wouldn't get along.
Are you
Mostly
sure?
because Kes would be too nervous. Yeah, if you aren't on the Discord, please join in and check it out. There's some really cool stuff on there for all of these characters.
Great people.
Yep.
Great fun. Some cool channels. And we're willing to add more. You just got to give us a good idea.
Yeah. The next one that we are going to talk about is from Snacks and Naps on Discord. And their submission of...
I love that name.
Yeah.
That's a good lifestyle choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a good lifestyle.
Their submission of Elhana Starborn, a celestial swarm keeper. There's that swarm keeper.
Yep.
With her swarm of miniature fey doves and her trusty rapier, standing ready to rebuff evil and protect humanity from infernal threats.
When she's in the celestial realm, they're miniature, biblically accurate angels.
Yes. So, couple things. This is the one that I actually really fought for, and I'm trying to move it on the wrong one again because I really liked this concept. I'm a sucker for angels, though. Like, let's be honest here. The red wings are like a huge, like, chef's kiss for me because I love the idea of like that. Not all angels have to have that kind of white feathery wings.
Yeah, especially if you're like,
yeah.
you know, because you get like white angel good, black black winged, bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Red could be like warrior.
Preston's right. The wing or the belt and the dress look really good on this one with the pattern and everything. I loved the concept of the swarm keeper having like fey doves. Like this angel has fey creatures that they send after their opponents. Like it's really cool and just all around awesome. So plus, I can never have enough angels. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you print 2.
Yeah.
Red-headed angel child. Yeah, pretty much. Works really good. Let's see. I don't think I have any other comments on that one. The next one is from Our Fool. It's another email submission.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So we're going to show that one off here. That is Timok Hex Bloodhorn, a half Minotaur, half Orc.
Yeah, I
Custom lineage, technically. But he's a witch whose witch mark is he's got like eyes on his horns.
Oh,
according
okay.
to his. I can read through his thing. He actually sent us a really long backstory, which was great. Or at least the summary here is. I don't know if there's more. Firstborn child from the marriage between an orc chief and a minotaur wandering warrior. The witch shaman that delivered Timok Hex told his dads of the high magical potential he was born with. This was proven true when, as a baby, he started teleporting with Misty Step.
Little Jack going on.
Yep.
Nice.
The orc shaman offered to form a covenant and be a mentor to Timok in order to foster his magical abilities. Timok grew up under the wizardly tutelage, and has a witch mark of eyes on his horns. He loves to speak with spirits to the detriment of those around him. Any information he gathers from spirits he writes down on his spellbook, and he grew up into a confident adult that wants to make his tribe proud.
Oh, this goes back to like kids are creepy, like, oh, the wall people don't like us. It's like, yep, okay, we're moving then.
Yep. He got his Minotaur father's wanderlust spirit and wants to see the world before settling down as the next chief. I did not notice the second cat, by the way, until...
Yeah, the one under the...
Yep, we'll adjust... Maybe we have to adjust that a little bit.
Yes, there will be a few adjustments just so that they print a little better and they don't have any clipping objects. FYI.
Yeah. Joe says the red wings are striking. The color coordinating with alignment could be like the robes in Dragonlance. Red equals neutral. That's really cool. I do like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't... That's kind of an odd color to pick for neutral. I mean, I like that they did it, but...
Yeah.
Because that's not what jumps into my head when I think of neutral colors,
Yeah. Man, I wish I had thought to put a stat block for Greg Gregator and explain that he was wearing a raincoat and galoshes. Yeah, we did notice that.
Greg Gator was actually...
Really
one of the ones in the ones I was like, hey, this one's pretty funny. Yeah. I really liked it. So.
Yeah,
good job.
Yeah, very good job. Yeah, other things about this one that I really like, the coloration on the spirit is actually really cool. That's really well done, and yeah, I mean all around, I like the stand for this one too. Very unique to do like a purple. Wood with pink trim on that. Let's see, I'm just trying to see detail on the flames. Cats have a personality. Yeah, I don't know if can you pose the cats? How much can you pose the cats?
You can move them. You can twist them on the base, and you can like shift them around the base, but you can't do any other poses.
Yeah, not that like takes away from what Preston was saying or anything.
Yeah.
The next one is from Robert the Greek on Discord, who submitted Jack of all trades. You can call him... hang on, that's the wrong one. Oh, this will be our final runner-up, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So congratulations for Jack of all trades, also known as Jack, Calico Jack, Black Jack, or Jack Tar. Just don't call him Puss or Scurvy Dog. He's a Tabaxi swashbuckler bard, originally from Cholt. But he sailed the high seas and all along the Sword Coast with his sharp rapier and sharper tongue. Here we find him spitting another yarn for any who will listen.
Oh, is this the one that Preston was like, vote, vote, vote? Because it's Bard.
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, this is really cool. This is just a really cool concept. I love the idea of a Tabaxi swashbuckler. Like, I think it's really great.
I like the idea that, a cat out on the water,
Yeah.
even though that's typically not what you see.
Mm-hmm.
But I break those conventions, right?
Yeah, it looks really good. I like the concept of, like, it does very much evoke Puss in Boots vibes.
Yeah.
But he's not wearing boots.
Oh.
So
Puss out of boots.
Puss out of boots.
Puss can't find boots to fit his feet.
Yep, because they're cat feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But congratulations to all of our winners tonight. These are some incredible minis. I loved this contest so much.
Had a lot of fun. This cemented in our minds we are going to do more contests in the future.
I already have the plan for the next one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I want to jump right into it and be like, okay, the next 2 weeks, here we go. But no, we
now we gotta give. I gotta get a break, and I've got to be able to print these all and send them all out.
Yep.
So.
All right, let's check in. Working on that flesh.
Yeah. Getting the flesh done.
Tilt it a little bit. There we go. Looking good, looking good. I like the natural skin tiefling too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like we see that.
Oh
in
yeah, I guess she's a tiefling. Duh.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
And now it's all blurry. That's fine. Just go back to the. Come on, focus. Focus.
Just go back to us chatting. It'll focus.
Glad I finished with my anniversary stuff in time. Like your anniversary with your wife. Yeah, I mean, you got.
Sorry, honey. They're announcing the winners. Gotta go.
Yeah, but that I had so much fun with this.
I did too.
It was a great contest. It was great to see everybody submit. We had
28 submissions.
29.
29.
No,
28. 28 submissions.
Sorry, my Excel document has 29 lines, but that's because of the line number 1.
Yep. Come on, Excel.
Aneria or just Dragon Age Tiefling. Watching them made me want to make one. Oh, okay, cool. I haven't played Dragon Age yet. I'm still stuck on Hades. Literally stuck on Hades. I can't.
Your new obsession.
Yes, I'm on that final boss, and I got him down to a quarter life on phase 2. I don't know if there's a phase 3, but I finally.
No spoils. Don't spoil it if there is.
Yeah, don't spoil it if it is.
Yeah. I like how you're trying to get it all beat, so that when the next one comes out, you're caught up.
Yeah,
basically.
I'd like to see like how it goes and everything. I'm a little curious on how everything's going to turn out afterwards, because there's still plenty of like the game that you could play left, and it's like after you leave, like, do you come back? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's been 18 years anniversary.
Oh, congratulations!
No wonder she tolerated you running off right afterwards to go check on us.
We've celebrated. Now leave. Leave me alone.
Joe says, "Hey Scott, now that the contest announcements are over, I have some resin printer questions."
Okay, shoot. I think I saw some of these in Discord, and I was gonna respond, but I ran out of time.
Yep, we had to do this.
Yes, we had to do this.
We had to do this. Yeah, the next one is going. I don't want to spoil what it's going to be, but we're going to have a theme for the next one. And again, I don't want to spoil what it is, because I want to kind of just like keep it a surprise.
Yeah.
And I may just say we should just randomize all of it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Randomize the winners on that one as well, just because, like, as much fun as it is really hard for me to pick 5 of you that did better than the others. All of my stuff is like very close as far as my scoring system goes.
Cory's not that ruthless.
No, I am not. It's the reason why I'm why as a GM, like, I'll bring somebody back to life during that same session, right? But yeah, there's very few that really didn't like extremely wow me, and I had to really narrow it down. So which is why I had a bunch of criteria for it.
Yeah.
The Eldritch Gods approve. Don't do resin. Printed flesh instead.
Creepy.
Yeah, very creepy. I love it. Yeah.
No creating half dog, half human abominations. Them's the rules.
I mean,
now Preston's going to. Now that's all he's going to make for the next couple weeks. Thank you,
Edward. I saw a TikTok because everybody's doing the anime AI, right?
Yeah.
And it was a girl and a dog, like a little girl, like 3 years old, and she was petting the dog, and they did the picture, and it combined them into an animal, and I was like, we all know where this came from.
Oh, excellent. That was the one where I for a while I was like, that dumb filter can't do open mouths, and then you showed me the one where the lady opens her mouth and does it, and it's like the creepy tooth fairy from Cabin in the Woods. With all the open, like multiple rows of teeth,
The
human teeth,
plum.
sugar plum fairy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was tooth fairy.
Sugar plum
fairy.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, here's the questions from Joe.
Okay.
1, any must-have accessories that you would recommend?
Oh my gosh. Yes, a silicone mat to go underneath everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Some kind of bin, just like a plastic bin that you could put your build plate in, because the resin will get everywhere. Gloves, paper towels, obviously. A mask if you are in a non-well ventilated area, just because it's kind of stinky. What else? Oh, I have a personal recommendation on a very specific spatula to pop them off the build plates. I got a couple of them. They look like this. And they've got a really fine beveled edge. It's actually pretty sharp. I have a scar on my hand because of this, because I was cutting on something and it slipped and went right into my wrist. But this one's great. It's flexible. You can slide underneath and pry it up. It's way better than the other one. I can send you the link if you shoot me a private message. I'll send you the link to this. It's just Amazon's like $12 or something. Yep. Comes with this and then another one. The other one's okay. I don't use it very often though. You've seen me use. You've seen me a whole bunch of stuff.
What you told to Preston.
The wash and cure station.
No, I was gonna say you told him to get another bed.
Oh yeah. No, not another bed. Another vat.
Another vat.
A spare vat with the FEP in it already, because eventually you'll poke a hole in it, or it'll rip, it'll tear, it'll leak, whatever, and you're gonna have to swap it out. And if you print a lot, it's nicer to have one already pre-done that you can just go ahead and put in place and start using, versus one that you have to, because you have to take them apart and put the new piece of plastic in as well. The wash and cure station, if you can afford it, is a fantastic addition to pretty much every resin printer. I think Preston just got one. I've got one, and I used printed for a year without it, and I finally broke down and spent the $120 or whatever and bought it, and I went, I should have bought this from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because it made my life so much better. That's all I can think of at the moment.
Yeah, if we have anything else, you'll shout it out. Before we get to the next question, Ryan said he feels less bad knowing backstory wasn't a defining feature that led to the picks. Got a lot of characters that now have an excuse to flesh out the appearance of. That should look pretty cool. Yeah,
that was a requirement for me.
It wasn't defined by the story. Yeah. Yep. And that was when I posted my criteria. It was just supposed to be a teaser image. It wasn't supposed to be this is the end all be all what we're all voting on. Because I didn't even put how many points I was assigning to each category, because I knew that some were it was more design than it was about the lore, because I specifically said add lore if you want, because I'm curious about it. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun to read.
Yeah.
But absolutely not a major requirement for it. So
next question is, have you tried any water washable resins?
Yes, I have. They print basically the same. Just keep in mind when they say water washable, it just means it can be washed with water. You shouldn't wash it in your sink though. That's what everyone kind of misses. Yes, it'd be nice to be able to just run it under the tap water, but it's still resin, so it still contaminates your water supply, and you can get in trouble if it ever gets detected and blah blah blah. But what they mean is, instead of buying alcohol for your wash basins, you can just use water, and then when you're done, you can just go put it outside in the sun and let the resin inside of it bake off and cure, and then you can just throw it away, because once it's cured, it's no longer like toxic.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they print just fine. As far as like quality goes, honestly, if you're trying to like decide on a specific resin, first of all, I would just recommend sticking with whatever brand of resin that you get the printer from. It makes it easy because they kind of already do all the testing and stuff for you. And then if you're gonna test something new, buy it small. Buy like the 500-gram bottle or 500 milliliter bottle rather than the 1 liter bottle, because what if you don't like it? Then you don't want to be like, well, that was $35-$40 down the drain. It's only $15-$18, something like that. So.
Yep. Let's see. Next question is, I'm going with the Mars 2 Pro or 3, but is the minor increase in base size worth it?
I looked them up because I was actually curious on that, and it says 21% bigger, but that's in all the different aspects combined. I don't think it's worth it, because the Mars 2 actually has like the built-in air filtration stuff, so it helps cut down on some of the smell, which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of been around for a while, so I would say it's a little more proven than the other one.
Yeah.
I have an Elegoo as well. I got a Saturn S, and so I think the brand itself is good, but I don't think there's a reason for it. If it's quite the price difference, then go with the one that's more affordable, obviously. But I don't think they're that much different in price. I didn't look up the price on them, but I don't recall them being.
Happy holidays, Richard. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Yeah, sorry, interrupted you.
Nope, you're fine. Yeah, I don't feel like it's if it's $15 or something, whatever. But if it's like $200 difference, then you might want to go with the smaller one.
Yeah,
especially if you're just getting into it, because keep in mind, it is a tinker's hobby. You will have issues. I'm gonna just put that out right now. You will have problems with it.
How many times have I come down here to hear you raging about your printers in some capacity?
Yeah, well, especially these ones. These ones right here are down all the time. They constantly clog. These ones are like I have to tinker with them for an hour, and then they print for a couple days, and then something happens, and I got to tinker with them for an hour. And again,
Yeah.
The resin, not so much, but there will be some slight issues. You'll have failures. You'll have things that don't stick to the build plate, things like that. So just keep that in mind when you're printing. It is a tinker's hobby. Just try to stay calm. I say, as sometimes I do, want to strangle it.
You can't.
But,
it doesn't have a neck. So
I could print a neck and then strangle that neck
also,
if it was printing.
We got a lot of blur going on right now. I tried to flip over a moment ago. A couple other things to talk about. Perfect. There. In fact, I'll switch it back over so people can see the progress. From far away, it looks a little bit like Shredder. Yeah, looking really good. You guys get to see like how dedicated Scott can get to painting a mini, because I guarantee you're spending a little bit more time on this.
I'm putting a little more effort into it. Yeah,
and I'm watching like the meticulous like dots that you're doing to make sure that everything is working really well, and I love it, and I'm sure everybody at home appreciates it as well. Where's my comments here?
They're all
Veritech.
right there.
Yeah, thank you. Veritech said, "How about this for a challenge? Create a mini boss with lore." I have a list of challenges for contests that we definitely
something like that.
Yep.
I would love a create a creature challenge.
Ooh, yeah.
Not just the deadliest creature. Oh, it does 1,000 damage every turn.
Send us a stat block.
Give us something like unique and interesting that it doesn't necessarily have to be not done before, but maybe even take something that's done before and like put a twist on it.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And then Eric said that the contest was a nice refresh for him after a bit of D&D burnout. As a forever DM, he was feeling the woe, and creating a no-stakes character was enough to get his creativity rejuvenated.
Well, I am, and I'm sure the rest of us are, happy to facilitate stuff like that.
Is that all it takes? I just need to go create a random character. And
yeah.
and get rid of that burnout.
Actually, I think for you, it's just playing in my game.
That's true.
And it helps with that. Helps
That's
with
true.
that burnout, right?
Being able to play in a game will help. And we do have another one of Dallon's sessions coming up where I get to just slip into Kith.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, which is nice.
A little creepy lizard person that likes to eat people.
Joe said he thinks it was $50 to $80 or more.
For what?
Between the 3 and the 5, or the 2 and the 3.
I'd still go with the 2 Pro. It looked pretty good, and like I said, it's the platform's been out for a while, so you're not stuck with any new technology that they just decided to try.
Yep. Oh, I am so excited for giving you your Christmas gift. I need to talk about it on stream too because I'm that excited. Because back in late November, we went to our local GameStop, or not GameStop, Game Store.
Mm-hmm.
I went to GameStop today, but they didn't have anything. They actually the manager there was listening to a conversation between a bunch of different stores where somebody was presenting them new rules on refunds and everything, and returns and exchanges and whatnot. And I kind of wandered a little bit around the store just to hear a little bit more because I was very interested in the goings on behind the company. So we went to our local game store and we went through and we found that there were these 2 cool Captain Marvel statues, right?
Yeah.
And you wanted both of them and I went, oh, let me get you one for Christmas. So you knew what your present was going to be, but I was just like, whatever. And today, literally 2 days before Christmas, I was starting to wrap presents, and I went, it kind of feels bad that Scott already knows what he's getting. I'm going to go get him something else.
I can RP okay. I can be like, oh, this was a surprise.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to go look around, see if I can find something. Went to GameStop, didn't really see anything there that interested me too much. I thought about getting
I don't know if you should even tell me where you got it.
I mean, you know the general shape of it.
Yes.
Telling you that I got it at the local game store is not going to...
Really help,
yeah, there's a lot there. Oh, you know what we forgot to announce? We got to get 2 sets of dice. Or a set of dice. Not 2 sets.
Oh, yeah.
For this character. Because that also comes with the grand prize. Forgot about that for a moment.
I've got some ideas on some that we could pick.
Yeah. But anyway, so I went back to the game store and I started looking around and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get him this, maybe I'll get him that. And then I rounded the corner and I saw something and I just went, oh, this is perfect. I don't think he has this. Because there's been several Christmases where I've bought you something.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later you're like, oh, check out this cool thing that I just purchased for myself. And I have to send it back.
I have a bad knack of doing that. I've done it to my mother, and she told me a couple years ago, she's like, okay, when it hits November, do not buy anything unique toys, whatever, And so I'm like, oh, okay, because I've done a few of those where I bought them and then I'll just be in conversation, I'll be like, oh, hey, yeah, check out this new cool thing I got. My mom was like, damn it, you little shit, I got to send this back now.
Dad did that to you this time.
Yeah.
They called you and they were like, hey, we want to get these lights.
Yeah, I bought them some smart lights to go outside so they could do colors for different holidays and stuff. And he called me up and he's like, yeah, I want to pick up these ones. Are they any good? And I'm like, maybe you should avoid buying those just in case. And what? Why? Maybe you should avoid buying, My mom laughs in the background and he goes, oh, sorry. Well, can we have them early?
Yeah. Which, honestly, they wanted it for Christmas, fine. Right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's okay to get them early. Ryan says that he has this mental image of Bolt and Victor doing an America's Got Talent style contest during the time skip, looking for new Wayward Watch members. That would make a fun stream.
Yeah.
I like that. And then, yeah, Joe, I do like getting surprise presents. This year was, unfortunately, we didn't put a lot of energy into Christmas.
We had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, obviously, we're running a channel too. This is kind of a lot of
our second job.
Yeah, it basically takes up a good chunk of our free time. Not that we hate it or anything.
I love doing it.
By the way, not much on the house this week. Both the missus and myself got sick and had to prep the house for freeze. Yep, Scott got sick as well.
I don't know if you can hear my voice over the mic. yeah, I'm still kind of, I'm recovering, but I'm not contagious, I
Yeah.
guess.
I think you had the flu,
Yeah, I think so too.
which I got the flu shot, so
Yeah.
apparently it worked.
Yeah, apparently it did.
Yeah, which was a little concerning because it's not the flu shot's not guaranteed to save you from the flu. It's just like a mild case, if anything.
Yeah, here's the one we think might be coming down, and
yeah. But yeah, so we actually skipped game night this week too, unfortunately, partially because you were sick, partially because it was the holidays, and I didn't want to make people run away from their family for game night, and partially because I have more to prepare. I have been busy with other things, and unfortunately I've been also spending more time than I probably should playing games recently that I need to.
It's the holiday season,
down
though.
on.
It's kind of like you get some time off from work, and you want to relax. You don't want to do, projects and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, unless that's relaxing for you, obviously.
Exactly. Glad to hear that you got the natural gas run to the house, though. Just waiting on the meter now, Joe says. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time working on, not working on, but dicking around with Hades and WoW and other video games. And
I think we diverged from your present story.
No, I finished it. Okay. I just said I found you the perfect gift.
Okay,
I wanted to give it to you on stream.
I guess we'll see. We'll see if it's actually perfect.
I honestly wanted to give it to you on stream, but you won't let me because you didn't get me anything to give on stream.
No, yeah. And the gift of my presence is not that great of a present, so...
Agreed. I'm going to be rude. Apparently I'm rude.
Oh, thank you.
What color green did we go with for the...
I went with, camo green.
Brother versus Brother Christmas gift edition. Yeah. Here, you know what? I'm going to go get an old gift that you got for me that people don't get to see very often.
Oh, okay.
Because you want to talk about, surprising me with gifts and stuff. This guy, most years, he blows me away with the present that he gets me. He once made me a custom Hearthstone using a rock and a Dremel tool, which is crazy. But let me go grab at least part of the one here.
Yeah, I do like doing that. I like finding something that someone likes to do, hobby otherwise, and either making something custom or finding something super unique from maybe even an Etsy seller or something like that. I think it's a lot of fun. And I like doing that for Cory too. And there's a couple times where I've come up with an idea and I'm just like, this is kind of cool. And then before Christmas comes around, I end up going full into it, and then the next thing I know, it's
So this is I got this, I think, into my first year of DMing. This is a custom wood DM screen that Scott made for me with double roll towers, one that faces towards the DM, cameras, and then one that faces outward so I could roll outward if I needed to. And it's 3 parts. It's got 2 sidewalls to it as well that you basically cut, you put it all together. The towers are PVC pipe, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of see on the bottom there. The door knockers are gone.
Yeah, they've fallen off
I've lost my knockers and I don't know where they're going. But yeah, that surprised the hell out of me when you delivered that. So, and every time you look at it now, you say that you want to redo it.
I do want to redo it. Well, because that was one of the first things I ever built, that was project terrain wise, and now that I know some better tricks, I really want to go and I don't know if I want to rebuild it completely because it does have some sentimental value for you.
Yeah.
But I do want to modify it.
Yeah.
And add some.
I'd love to be able to
some detail.
Make some custom cloth banners to hang off of here for characters.
Yep.
And everything, either my characters or the characters in the current campaign.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. But this is.
I also want to be able to make it so you can
for a while now.
You can add pages and stuff on the inside so you can see. You can add your rule stuff.
Yeah, and it doesn't often show up on stream or on videos just because of the way the cameras are angled. But
you sometimes only see the top of it.
And then, of course, there's platforms that you can put minis on, and that is the cause of the death of several minis because they've been knocked off by a wandering hand or something.
Yeah, we've hit them with dice or something, and they go flying across the room and break.
Jonathan says his power is out. I wonder if he lives in Texas. I hear they're having really bad power issues right now.
Surprise.
Yeah. Joe said that he's got to go put up the chickens, and he'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
You give those chickens what for? You
right,
say
Scott,
if you don't behave, you're gonna get turned into food.
Yeah. That is looking really good.
Just don't look too closely.
No, it's looking really good.
Wink.
Even closely.
Wink.
No winking. Do not wink. How dare you? Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I think that's probably my favorite Christmas gift that you've gotten me.
Thanks.
Is this one? I think it's.
I always forget about the Hearthstones though.
Yeah, the Hearthstones are great. They're just a nice little It is literally just a rock up on my mantle.
I stole those from the city. I wanted to find the right kind of Hearthstone sized rock, like river stone, and I was like, I don't know anyone that has rocks like this. Yeah. And I was driving along one day and I saw it was like a Zeroscape thing. So instead of grass, they had a whole bunch of rock, and I was like, pull over, and I'm out of the car for like 10 minutes, like flipping through rocks, digging, trying to find. And I found the two that I liked, one for you and then one for Casey.
Oh, visiting the wife in Canada is where Jonathan is. Apparently.
Canada.
Yep. So, you want some additional facts about our contest? I forgot to talk about. I don't have too many.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as classes go, Wizard was the highest one.
That's always surprising to me. How popular Wizard is.
Yeah, and these were among the ones that actually sent class information, or I was able to infer from talking about it. Fighter was actually pretty popular.
Okay.
And sorcerers were popular as well. As far as kind of the breakdown hero, villain, and neutral characters, I kind of went through and was like, okay, this one's very clearly a hero, a player character. This one's could be a villain. This one could be neutral, etc., etc.
And he wrote notes for later for when you use them in game.
Yep. 25 hero entries.
Okay.
5 that could be considered neutral, and 11 that could be considered villains.
Nice.
Which is more entries than we had, but again, they could fill multiple roles.
Some of them.
If they had no specifics behind them. So
nice.
Yeah, and there were a lot of ones in that contest that were, I wouldn't call them simple, but I would call them very much you see that ranger and you're like, yes, that is a ranger. That is Aragorn. Very good.
Well, and there was a couple that I looked at and I thought the same kind of thing. Not necessarily simple, but I went, oh, you know what? That is like the archetype of ranger or warrior or whatever. And I liked it.
Yeah.
Some of them were really, really well done.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Because I think that's sometimes you got to get back to basics. You got some. You got to get some. Everyone's got unique characters, and they all like to play unique characters. But sometimes just playing a regular character is fun. Just your standard Aragorn,
Yeah, absolutely. There's sometimes you just want to play a human fighter.
Yep.
And that's all you need.
Okay.
Was I the only rogue? The swashbuckling tabaxi was a bard, actually.
Yeah. That could also be Dashing Swordsman.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, Dashing Swordsman is specifically an Order of the Stick.
I know.
Class.
I know. I like it though.
Let me pull that up again. Art contest. Because of course I just closed it. As far as rogues go, we had. Come on. Trying to use Excel on my.
On your phone.
Yep.
You need a tablet.
We did only have one that was for sure a rogue. There were a couple that were vaguely thief-ish, but as far as rogues go, only one for sure was a rogue. That probably was our lowest class, actually. We had one druid.
Which character was Jonathan's?
Jonathan's was the creepy one.
Oh, right.
Yes, our Wood Elf assassin. Yeah. But yeah, that was
You creeper.
you creeper. And then as far as races go, those pretty much ran the gamut of everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was not a lot of just basic human, which
Yeah.
I
It was
like. I
it was
like,
actually still our biggest was human.
really.
Yeah, we had like 5. At least 5 that looked human enough, or were blatantly listed as human. I thought he was multi-class with swashbuckler. I'm not sure. As far as his
Description
went, it was a swashbuckling bard. A swashbuckling is a descriptor there. It's not necessarily like a subclass or anything. So if he is a bard rogue, that's fine. If that's the case, but they're not here to tell us, so we don't get to know. That's
What would
just
you
how it
consider
goes.
this one? This one's kind of roguish.
No, Bladesinger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
they specifically said Bladesinger. Again, like the ones that were specific, I was able to write down, and of course my Excel sheet grew far larger than I thought it would, as usual. I was like, oh, I better add a section for notes. Oh, I better add like heroes and villains so that I can see like what the breakdown is. And then I was like, oh, might as well add classes and races too. Oh, I should probably add subclasses as well. And then I was like, oh, some of these have 2 classes because of course they do. And then they have 2 subclasses because of course they do. So it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing.
Colby, look what you've done to the world of D&D.
Do you have a particular way you want character builds to be submitted for future contests? Like a particular format would be preferable? Personally, I really liked Discord. I'm going to say that as far as contests go, we'll take submissions either way, Discord or.
Well, we might say Discord only just to kind of drum up some
really? You think so?
some support for Discord.
Just because it was really cool to like see everybody submit their characters, get to talk about them a little bit, that sort of thing. So yeah. Preston says he has an idea for another giveaway as well.
Cool.
Bard off, American Idol style. Pull the audience, and you guys choose the winner. Gets a stream style drawing of their character. Ooh.
Oh, Preston's offering.
I think that is the next one that we need to do is is an art contest for sure. Not an art like you draw, but a winner gets their
winner
character
gets a character as an art
for sure. I like that idea a whole lot. I don't know if you guys missed last week's stream or not, but if you did, you need to go back and look because
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we drew something that was absolutely incredible. In fact, I wonder if I can bring it up on here. Let me see, because we have the thing now. But I'm gonna have to finagle it.
Yeah, Preston drew something. It was started off as like an inside joke, in one of our episodes, an upcoming episode, I think. Right? Yep. Not one that's live.
No,
but
not one that is live.
Upcoming
but
one.
An upcoming episode. Boom, perfect. So yeah, he got to draw a beautiful Illithid maid named what is the name?
Was it started with like Cephala something or whatever? Or?
Something Maria. Calamaria.
Calamaria, yeah.
Yep, thank you. Calamari, yep. But I think it's great. I think it's fantastic looking. I didn't realize you blurred the front image there, Preston. I forgot about that. It's been a week.
I really like the eyeball spider.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Would you want full character sheets with stats and everything filled out for a certain level of character, or like a Colby style build path? Oh, okay. Sorry, that's what you meant. It doesn't. I don't think it matters. I think individual contests. If we do want stats, we'll talk.
Well,
we'll say that.
If it's if it's I will say like maybe if it's a design your own character from scratch thing, and not like Hero Forge, maybe give us a description, give us a short backstory.
Yep.
And we'll even put in some like where are they from, what are their goals, what do they like, what do they dislike, a couple things like that to help spur the creative process.
Yeah,
right?
like we could put in like we can make a whole like sheet of like answer these questions about your character, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I honestly like it would depend on the specific contest, on what we would want to do as far as that goes. I don't think personally I would ever do a contest that would be like submit your full character sheet to us. because that's not something like that. As far as the contest goes, that's not something I would be interested in judging. Is how well your character is. That's not that isn't what I like to judge. I like to judge I like to determine based on the character.
Well, okay,
itself.
we say this, but if people could come up with characters and we could get Colby to judge, obviously we'll still have it'll be a randomized winner. I like that the best way.
Yeah, I think the randomized winner is great. I mean, but there is something to be said about like submitting it just so that you can try and win, right? Like, I don't know. It's a very interesting back and forth.
Like meta.
Yeah.
Meta
contest meta. What is the
meta?
current contest meta?
Yeah.
What I actually based this contest on was I have a lot of artists on Twitter that do like giveaways, like a your character here giveaway or let me draw your character giveaway type thing, and they're always randomized. The winners on those are always randomized, where it's just like I'll pick one winner randomly, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, I really want to draw this or I'm really inspired by this. I mean, obviously I don't know if they do or not, or if they pick the winner, but yeah. I knew I should have gone with my Druidin Wild Shape Smite for the win.
I'll keep it in the back pocket.
Yep. One thing that would be really cool would be to do a like a subclass challenge. I think that would be kind of cool.
Create a new subclass.
But yeah, I'm suddenly very tired now that the contest is over. I'm like, all right, we're done. Perfect. Let's switch over. Let's take a look.
Sorry, I'm trying to be.
No, you're fine.
I'm trying to be a little more focused, so I don't mispaint some details.
I gotcha. It's looking really good. You should be proud already. But how's it going tonight? I guess I can't believe I'm out of stuff to say.
Yeah.
After all this time,
we're good. Everything's fine.
How are you?
That was a boring conversation anyway.
Yeah. No, I actually did have a question. Like,
for me?
No, just for the audience in general. Although I will ask you this so that you can answer it as well.
Okay.
Favorite Christmas gift that you've ever gotten? I know,
I'm about
right?
to come back, yeah.
You got to go all the way back, but just like something has to stick out in your head that was pretty unique or pretty interesting to get, or maybe not.
I don't know.
I remember bawling like a baby because Grandpa was yelling at us to come downstairs because I thought we were in trouble.
Oh yeah.
And then he was just giving us bikes.
Yeah.
That was
Grandpa had two moods: angry and happy, but yelling at you.
Yep. Yeah, you just kind of stayed out of his way.
Yeah.
That was Grandpa, you know. But yeah, I mean, as far as it goes,
I've got one.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is gonna just be kind of lame, but the original Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
We asked for it, or I asked for it for Christmas. I don't know if you were old enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas rolled around, and I opened all the presents from Santa, and it wasn't there. And I was happy with my presents, but I was also a little bummed that there wasn't. There wasn't a Nintendo with it because it was the new hot thing. Or well, it wasn't new because it came out in like 88.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got a new console.
The GameCube.
Like that year.
We got the GameCube, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Right when it came out? Okay.
I believe it was that same year.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, like, I was playing with stuff, and Mom and Dad did the whole, like, oh, what's this behind the couch, you know?
Yep.
And then we were all like, what? And then it was a present,
it
and it ended up being the NES.
Today I learned Scott's the older one. I would have lost that bet. I seem older than you? What have I done with my life?
Maybe I'm just aging a little more gracefully.
Probably. I do have more gray hairs than you. That's for sure.
That's probably it. Because you have really dark hair to start with. So
Mm-hmm.
I've got the gray. It's just hidden behind the red and the blonde.
Yeah. Also, I've been growing this beard out.
Yeah.
And I realized it was because I thought that you got extra presents if you had as close to a Santa beard as possible.
Oh yeah.
Apparently that's not the case. I'm gonna have to shave this now. Very disappointing.
No, you just get a cease and desist letter.
Yeah, it's just Santa being like, "This is my trademark."
That's
sorry.
mine. You put that damn thing away.
Every time we see like somebody driving in a car that has like a big white beard or anything, no matter like what size they are or anything, Casey always shouts Santa, and I'm like, they're not Santa. I'm glad we're driving and they can't hear us.
One of these days, you're gonna have a big white beard and.
Ryan says, sorry for bombarding you with rule questions. Gotta run. Can't wait for new episodes and new contests next year. No worries, Ryan. Thank you. These are things that we should probably think about, but we definitely aren't.
I don't think about so I just wing it.
I mean, yeah.
That's just my DM style. I just wing it. Yeah. Think about stuff. Shh. Come on. Whoop. Eyebrow time.
Oop. Let's get a look on that eyebrows.
Damn it, I messed up as soon as you clicked the button.
This is payback for you sitting down and being like, hey, are you busy? I'm like, no, I'm doing this final fight. Try. I got a really good run going on Hades. And you're like, okay, I'll just watch you and wait. And I completely botched that run after that because...
And I said nothing. Nope. I was quiet.
Yep, you were quiet.
Not my fault.
Yep.
That isn't just because you choked.
Let's see. Jonathan says what he got for Christmas that he remembers is Force Commander with Oberon and Baron Karza with Andromeda. Was using them to shoot the remote control car I got that year while Dad piloted it. Nice.
Is Casey here?
I think she is.
Casey, can you...
Oh, no, not on stream.
Oh.
Yeah, she's not.
I was going to say, can you let the dog out? He's yelling at us.
He is yelling, for sure. It's the DM authority that tricked Eric. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, or the DM, what are they thinking face we can see every other session. Scott just comes up with the weirdest concepts. I'm going to go let the dog out.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I want you to tell them what the hell is your obsession with this gnome from Nomenclature. Gnome the Gnome. Because I personally do not want to know. I want to have that story play out, but I want you to tell them... like, what is Bolt's obsession with this gnome? And I will be back once the dog is let in.
It's just going to be 5 minutes of silence.
Nothing.
Well, as you see... I'm just kidding. I just muted it. Bolt's obsession with the gnome from Nomenclature. Well, someone brought up that there's when Bolt likes tiny other creatures, and that's true. So part of that is the reason for that. The other part of the reason is Bolt is not very wise. If you ever look at the stat blocks, they have very low wisdom, and so they're trying to befriend this gnome in a possible attempt to maybe be like, hey, we're not bad people, but not realizing that it's actually probably not a good thing for them to do, because this gnome has already seen like, oh, they burned down a place. That's bad. But yeah, and there's some other reasonings behind it too, but I kind of want to reveal those during the game. So yeah. All right, paint stuff. Well, I got the eyebrows done. Kind of hard to see. It's got some fiery red hair, and I really like it. But I keep seeing spots I missed. This drives me crazy.
I got a water, too.
You got a water?
Yep, I decided to grab a water.
I have water in my fridge right down here.
You muted everybody?
Just for a second.
Oh, okay.
It was a joke. As in like, oh, so the reason why is... Click.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Alrighty.
No, they know. They know partially.
Jonathan says his gift is Micronauts toys that he remembers. I loved Micronauts.
I don't remember. I remember Microbots. I don't remember.
I wonder if they're the same things. And we just had the wrong name. Sheppy, no, we don't get to play right when you come back in.
Post-poop zoomies.
Yep. Micronauts.
Cory.
Micronauts.
What is your favorite Christmas gift that you
I already
remember?
shown everybody.
Oh, like of all time?
Yeah, so this one is really great. Close second is when the whole family got together and pitched in to get me a new laptop. That was really heartfelt, and I appreciate that. Also, when our dad was sick with cancer, and there wasn't a lot of money going around. Our grandma on my dad's side got approached by a couple in her
Work. Someone she worked with.
Was it someone she worked with? Yeah,
Yeah.
they were anonymous for a while there, but they ended up being a Secret Santa for us for several years.
Oh yeah. And they would give us they would give us like one or two like videos, video games, videos, board games,
And then the rest was like
the rest was,
clothes,
like, clothes
and
and stuff,
which
was-
very appreciated. Maybe not at the time as much for a kid, but very appreciated
Nowadays,
looking back on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember getting like a DVD player from them. Our first DVD player was. Oh no, was that from them? I thought that was from them.
Yeah, it might have been.
Here I'm like cuddling the tower now as I'm telling everybody the wonderful stories. But yeah, so those were some really good gifts. I remember getting.
They're GIFs, Corey. They're GIFs.
No, absolutely not. Get out.
I live here.
Yeah, I know. That's how much you just screwed up there. No one tell Cory what Scott told us. This deep dark secret ties with us. Perfect. Good. Yes, I also love to play on words like nomenclature. I thought that was great. That was actually Dallin.
Yeah.
He was the one who said that. Yeah.
You'd think I'd be more obsessed with Fitz's Fizzes.
Joe says one of my most memorable gifts was an ornament dedicated to our third son who we lost.
Oh.
Heart goes out. That's always rough to deal with. Yeah, like it's really hard to be like, because there's some gifts that you're just like, this is really deep and meaningful and I love it. And then there's other gifts that I'm like, I ended up playing with this for years, and there's no in between. It's either really fun or
that
serious.
castle is your number one gift. Your number two gift is the
laptop.
No, it's the other castle, the Fisher Price castle.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If anyone knows if you know, you know.
It was like the big castle. I got the small one too. That was like they had like a tiny little moat and an entrance with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Fisher Price castle toy, I played from like when I got it at like age 6.
We had that until we both moved out. I think.
I think I was like 18 or so before we finally like got rid of it, and I regret getting rid of it because it's a really cool castle.
I saw a post on Reddit. One of the terrain building Reddits.
Yeah.
Where they took that castle and they like repainted it and added a bunch of foliage and stuff, like clump foliage and like these things right here, like the static grass stuff. Little static grass tufts you could put on, and it looks so cool. And it was such like a nostalgic blast from the past. Everyone in the comments was like, "Oh my god, I had one of these as a kid." Mm-hmm. I remember this.
Yeah. I remember getting several Bionicles that I really loved.
Yeah, you were into Bionicles for a long time there. Yep. I mean, you still like them, but
yeah, we got some Beast Wars toys one year at Christmas Eve that like I still remember playing with, and everything. Mine was an ant.
Yeah,
we both got Decepticons actually. Because we were both really we were way more into the Decepticon designs than the Autobot ones.
I wonder what that says about us.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember getting Legos. I actually also got a Fisher Price pirate ship.
Oh.
Yes.
I vaguely remember that, but I don't think that it lasted very long.
Mm-hmm. No, it was around. It wasn't around nearly as long as the castle, but it left around the same time as the castle did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I used that ship all the time, and every toy of mine ended up on that ship at one point because it was the only ship that I had. Also, there was this really cool set of they were like Star Wars adjacent toys, right? Mm-hmm. They had like very cool space looks to them, and they even had like this big 8-wheeled rover. I don't know if you remember. The transport.
Kind of.
They had like a flip open top and like a 2-seater front and everything. And I remember playing the hell out of that. I used to take that with the figures to the Christmas tree on Christmas, and they would build a fort in the Christmas tree, and it was them exploring like some strange world, right?
Yeah.
Because I was a kid and I had the imagination of a kid who grew up to be a DM.
Yep. Yep. Theater kid.
Endless Lego or Meccano kits were probably my childhood toy obsession. I'm pretty sure the year my brothers and I got a Lego table was the golden year for us.
Those were cool. We never got one of those.
We never got one of the tables, but we did get a lot of the, like a pack of the street tile ones.
Yeah.
That were really cool that you could like set up and whatever.
Flat plastic, gray street tiles.
Brian, welcome. And he says Lincoln Logs was his favorite gift or one that he remembers. He's old. He said he's old. I didn't say he's old.
I got a hoop with a stick. That was my favorite thing.
Hey, I got a rock one year, and that was one of my favorite things.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, like it's so hard to just like pick one thing. Oh, I also remember one year I got my first RPG games. I got the Warcraft RPG, and like 3 or 4 of those books back when it was just the Warcraft 3 like RPG.
And you never
basically.
played it.
No, well, so what happened was I got the books from like grandma or something like that because
Yeah.
I asked for them, because basically mom would go, "What do you want for Christmas?" and then she would divvy that out to the grandmas and the aunts and
Yep.
uncles and everything, like, right, because it was easier than being like, oh, just whatever you want to get him is fine. It's like, no, here's what he wanted. You can grab something from this list, before wish lists were a thing. But I got all of those books and I started reading through them, and it was like this is based on the D&D 3.5 module.
Oh yeah.
Or
3.5 rules.
So you need that book too. So I had to convince mom afterwards that to spend some of my Christmas money and go to the local store and grab a 3.5 book as well. But yes, we played exactly, I want to say we played one game, but not even that, because that was back when you were a teenager and you were kind of in that phase of like,
oh yeah, I was way too cool for that
too
kind of
cool
stuff.
to start playing that and everything.
Too cool to play with my little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like we tried to do like one session, but you weren't very interested, and our cousin was the only one that was like that really cared about it, and I was 10 at the time, so I didn't. And then I actually played once with a couple friends, but that didn't really go anywhere fast. But I still have the books. I have both the Warcraft RPG and the World of Warcraft RPG supplement as well, which the World of Warcraft RPG is its own separate rule book, but uses similar stuff.
Okay.
Morgan was my axe totally the only unique to Aneria character beside the Kitsune. I wasn't sure if the Kitsune was an Aneria one or not. But as far as
that axe totally was awesome.
Yes, that axe totally was awesome. It was very close in the running for me.
Yeah.
I
love the fact that now you can do like forearms and stuff, and you had described that some axes totally get forearms. I don't know. I can't remember the exact reasons why, whether it's just like a birth
it's just like an age thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they just eventually grow a second set of arms if they live long enough. What I really liked about that character was the whole like fire sorcerer. Like they had no magical potential like most axe totally do until they got out of the water and then discovered they were, a fire sorcerer. It was really cool. So, again, yeah, really good submission, Morgan. Thank you, appreciate it. Like I said, unfortunately there were just too many good ones and I couldn't pick all of them. But yeah, as far as that RPG goes, like I still have like 3 or 4 books from 3.5 that just don't get used anymore, and I thought about selling them at one point, but they weren't selling for anything.
Don't sell them, because eventually the stock will run out, and not that I'm saying like don't sell them and then sell them later for more money.
Yeah,
but like eventually there'll be even more collector's items.
Yeah. Joe says the Aneria Kitsune was the inspiration for his. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Then 1.5.
Well then,
or 2.
Was Colby? Was that one of Colby's?
I don't remember.
He's like, yes, Aloma.
Yeah.
Aloma fans.
Yeah, we all kind of went.
That sounds like an Aloma fans.
Aloma fans.
Yeah, sounds like OnlyFans.
We all kind of went through and we grabbed like our best, our favorite options, because not the best, just our favorites at this point because they were all great.
Yeah.
And then we basically
I love
like,
all of my kids equally.
yeah, worked from there on it. Oh, let's switch over. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, we got the belt done. Nice. The hair's looking good.
Belt, hair,
Mask.
got the mask.
Nice.
I'm saving the eyes for later. Off stream, you will not get to see me torture myself by doing those.
Are you gonna do the black paint on the eyes?
Of course, I'm gonna do the eyeshadow.
Oh wow.
And I just got a new phone with macro mode, so I will take some pretty high-res pictures and post them in the Discord if anyone is interested.
Are you glad we got one that didn't have very many belts on it?
Yes, yes. I minus points for every buckle I found. Not really, but yeah.
Not really, but yeah. There was another one.
Colby really likes to put his buckles on.
Yeah, he does. There was another one that was submitted that I was like, I was a little bit hoping that they would win the random one, just because I wanted to see like how you handled this much stuff, and I'll show them here just because I'm not gonna go through all of them obviously, but I cannot pronounce the name on this one, but this one was submitted and I absolutely love the design.
Oh
of it.
yeah.
They had in their backstory they were talking about how they had a rhino mount, and I was like, this one's really cool, and I kind of went, oh, Scott would have a field day with all of these different like tiny little buckles and all of the the different shoulder pads plus a bunch of weapons and stuff. Yeah, that one was really cool for sure.
Yeah. I would have painted whatever got submitted. I wasn't gonna be like, no, this one can't be it.
But there's certain ones that you would have complained about more. For sure.
Yes.
Joe says, in D&D news, I started DMing Dragon of the Icespire Peak last week, and we should be wrapping up the Lost Mines campaign I've been DMing for months. Then we will begin a homebrew campaign run by one of my players based on Norse mythology. Oh boy.
You have a little tiny mini stroke there.
I did. I've done that before. Very cool. I like that. I do like the idea of kind of a cool, and that's the cool thing about a homebrew campaign is it doesn't have to be like a whole world. It can just be like a section of the world that deals with Norse mythology.
Yep. You can just be a city or a region or something. Hell, I've seen entire homebrews just in one single part of a country, like a town and a forest.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
And they were successful and good. So you don't have to be so detailed like that.
You do not.
Obviously, if you want to be, do it, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I was a little bit tongue-tied there.
That's okay.
Well, you just try and say one thing one time.
To the best of us.
It shouldn't happen to a DM.
Shouldn't, but it does.
Every time I ever have some sort of like mess up, somebody's always like, "Do you want us to like redo that?" And I'll be like, "No, don't worry about it. I'm human."
Yeah, we don't do like a lot of extra takes or anything. If we screw up really bad at the beginning, then sometimes we'll be like, hold on, let's just
redo it. But
like say it again because we all messed up.
Mm-hmm. But most of the time, it is just, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I just realized we're now gonna have to ship all of these out.
Yep.
We need to randomize and print some Tales of Aneria characters first.
Yep. That is my next project. So I'm going to work on getting all these printed and boxed up so that they can be shipped out. I do need to. We will be reaching out to everyone to get all of your shipping addresses. So
yeah, if you
just keep an eye out for that.
Yep.
If you're on Discord, I'll private message you. If it's
email,
we'll just reply to your email. So.
Yep. Which is why email and Discord are probably the best methods for submitting in the future.
Agreed.
Oh, excuse me. It has been a day. I had to wake up early.
Not even for work.
Yeah, not even for work. I had to go appointment with the wife and find out that she has to go in for another procedure next week for her arm. So
At least this one, they're just flailing her arm around a little bit.
Yeah, it's just it'll be like a 10-minute thing.
They're just gonna pick her up and have her arm dangle, and there's gonna be like 4 people just doing this with her body, and it's just gonna make her arm like fly around.
That's quite the motion you got
went,
going
hey,
on there.
You went there, I didn't.
Yeah, it's my wife you're talking about. Of course I'm gonna go there. Yeah. Well, so the doctor said like, yeah, we're gonna have to do this. It'll take like 5-10 minutes at the most, but we, they have to actually put her under anesthesia.
Yeah, well, it's because it's probably pretty painful.
Yeah, and he goes, part of it is I don't like getting punched in the face, and you would if I was cranking your arm around like that, like just as a joke. Yeah, but it should be pretty nice, but it's still like extra time, and we need to it's kind of a rush job. We got to do it next week to make sure that we get it in before the year's over and our deductible resets, basically.
Oh, yeah, for insurance.
Yep. Which I'm still expecting a fight on that because
Probably.
It's the end of the year and we're switching over with my company to another insurance next year, and they're going to be like, why should we pay this? We didn't get the bill until January or whatever it is. Yeah. Which...
Yay, American healthcare.
Ridiculous.
Gotta love it.
Yep. Absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely.
So you're working on the arm now?
I am working on the magic arm. Yes.
Magic arm, yes.
Yes.
Very
I
cool.
tried to pick a slightly different color of green.
Yeah, because as far as the contrast paints go, there's not too many different...
There's a couple different colors of green, but they vary from
blurry again.
dark to almost yellowy. I hate stupid cameras. Come on.
I just wish you could turn the auto.
You can.
But then we can't.
But then I can't get up close.
Yeah, you can't get up close. Just put your hands in like you did before. There we go. It's good. It fixed itself.
Take everything out.
Yeah, just remove everything. I was part of me was a little worried that we were going to get this done and not have anything else to paint. I mean, we have plenty else to paint, but
I got a whole pile of stuff all around me to paint.
But I should have been aware that it would be a very
it's already
delicate
8:30.
job.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm taking quite a bit more time. Characters, figures for characters always take longer anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Monsters that's why I like doing monsters, because I can get them done pretty quick. And we always need monsters.
Yeah,
we don't
got this
always need
cool
NPCs.
Carrying on crawler from last time that was painted from 2 weeks ago. That I don't know if he was finished on. I think it was finished
Yeah,
on.
that was done.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that one. I did the ooze as well,
Yeah.
or the ooze.
Black pudding.
Black pudding.
Yep. Delicious black pudding.
Yep. Give me some of that delicious figgy black pudding.
Mm-hmm.
If your figgy pudding is black, you need to throw it out.
Yeah. Another unconventional question, or not unconventional.
Unpopular.
Another Christmas question for you.
Okay.
What is your favorite unconventional Christmas movie?
Krampus.
Krampus?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Iron Man 3 is a good one.
Yeah. I also close second is Star Trek Generations.
Oh yeah, I always forget that one's a Christmas movie.
Yep.
Casey was watching Batman Returns today because that one's a Christmas movie, and I'm glad we kind of moved away from that era of superhero movies.
The rubber suit with no articulation in the neck. Batman's like.
Mm-hmm. That and just the really campy dialogue and actions.
Yeah.
It has its place and it's fine still, but it's not.
Well, it was very much a holdover from the Adam West days.
Yeah, it very much was. And I mean, to be fair,
they thought that no one will take superhero movies seriously,
mm-mm.
and so we have to do them campy and goofy and I do think that Michelle Pfeiffer's is it Michelle Pfeiffer? Yeah. Her Catwoman?
Yes.
I think her Catwoman is pretty iconic, though.
Really? I don't like it.
I don't like it, but I think it's definitely driven a lot of culture.
Understandable. Yeah, I just it's not for me. It's I don't know. There's a lot about that movie that watching it now I'm just kind of cringing a little bit more than I used to.
All the stuff with Penguin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's but that's Tim Burton. like he does some weird stuff.
Oh, that is Tim Burton, huh? Yeah,
He did the first two.
No wonder it's super weird.
Yeah. You might have mentioned this, but how did you prime your resin prints for paint? I love that carry-on crawler.
So first of all, you got to make sure they are fully cured. If you don't, then your paint will not stick and it will not act properly. But once they're cured, I actually just use rattle can black primer on them, and then if I'm planning on doing like contrast colors, then I do like a white zenithal from above, kind of at an angle, and I go all the way around it. If I'm not planning on doing contrast paints, it's just going to go just basic black. Yep, and I'll just paint it with regular stuff and then do a wash on it.
Really, you're not doing the contrast paint for that?
I might, but this is an example.
An example, okay.
An example of something. I kind of lean towards the contrast paints because they're so much faster.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of, there's a lot of stuff that I have painted that I just use straight black.
Yeah.
You can use gray as well. I like black with a little bit of zenithal, which is the white from kind of like I'd say probably like a 70-degree angle down.
Yeah.
I like that because it picks up all of the detail really good. This one I dry brushed to get some detail, but you can kind of see a little bit of
and it makes them really good even non-painted. For the boss contest idea mentioned earlier, send directly to Cory so that we can watch Scott stress paint some terrifying monstrosity. All that he knows is he'll one day have to face it.
I'll be like, oh my god, what is this thing? Yeah, Cory doesn't tell me anything.
So one could say you like it painted black.
Yes. That's one of the things is whoever wins, you use it in a combat.
Yep. Well, and I have thought about that. I've thought about taking some of these characters and using them. I mean, we're painting a whole tiefling here. It'd be fun to put her somewhere.
Yeah.
In an area. Obviously, like the big problem is I never want to
out, by the way.
Like immediately before we record our next session.
Probably not.
Who knows? Maybe it's going to show up. It's one of those things where it's like I like the idea of taking these characters and putting them in. I always worry about taking somebody's character and playing them for them, though, basically. Like when Bosco, who isn't here tonight but is frequent on these streams, when I played his character, when I was doing the Bosco cameo in Hollowbend Sanctum, or Hollowbend Keep, I was very much like, I really hope that I'm at least conveying a little bit of what you like about the character, because obviously I don't know the character at all, besides what you tell me. So I wouldn't be able to play them exactly perfect, but I hope that I at least get them a little right.
I think he liked it.
Yeah.
He said he liked it.
Joe, Die Hard is a very much, yes, that is most people's, unconventional Christmas movie. I have never seen it. Have you ever seen Die Hard?
Once.
Okay.
But it was a long time ago when I was younger, so it's one of those, I don't really remember it much.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite unconventional?
I'm trying to think here because, I mean, we watch it every year. So Gremlins.
Okay.
Gremlins is a really good one.
Was that one that you had never seen?
Yeah, that was one that I hadn't seen until I met Casey, and she introduced me to it, and it's just campy fun. That's all it is. And then I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, get that ASMR in there. I'm trying to think of any other. Like I said, Iron Man 3 is really good. I like that one as well.
I'm just surprised that would be your favorite.
Yeah, I don't think it's my favorite unconventional Christmas movie. I think that has to go to Gremlins because, yeah. I mean, the rest that. So when I say unconventional, what I mean is Christmas is considered a theme in that, but it's not necessarily the theme.
Yeah, that's why I like Generations.
Yeah, Generations is.
Although Krampus is definitely that's the theme.
That's true, actually, but I guess the other style is just something that most people wouldn't be like, oh, let's put this on Christmas. I thought about watching Hawkeye again.
Oh yeah,
because that's Christmas.
It is kind of Christmassy.
It is it's literally Christmas. It ends on Christmas Day.
That's true.
In fact,
conveniently,
technically, Spider-Man: No Way Home is also technically a Christmas movie because it has Christmas stuff at the end. He goes past the Rockefeller Center and the Christmas tree there. So yeah.
Isn't one of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man? Aren't they? Isn't it set during Christmas time?
Thanksgiving.
Excuse me. Oh.
The first one's set during Thanksgiving. It's tradition for us, but not many people are familiar with the Christmas that almost wasn't. I've heard the name, but I have not. I have not heard of the movie specifically. Now I want to Now my instinct is to lean over and research.
We must do research. Okay. All right,
1966.
Oh, wow. Quite old.
I'm going to have to... Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? Oh yes, this is the one that Mystery Science Theater did. They did in the revival series. They did a Christmas that almost wasn't. I have seen that one.
Just through the lens of Mystery Science Theater, right?
Yep. Yeah, Joe. The reason why I know it is because I have seen it on Mystery Science Theater 3000, which, if you guys have never watched MST3K, it's really funny. It's even the new series it has its fun charms and everything.
You put that on our list of movies and TV shows to get, and I never found anything.
Really?
There was some new one or something. Like even the newest version of it.
Because there was the Gauntlet and the Revival one, but those are on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know.
No. You just put it on the list.
Oh, you know what came out? A Glass Knives Out too. A Glass Onion.
Onions Out, Corey.
Onions Out, sorry.
Onions Out.
Onions Out, which is just imagining a rogue be like, yeah.
Well,
A misinformed rogue fighting a vampire.
If the person you're fighting is allergic to onions, that's your best weapon.
Yep. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch Glass Onion. And
Onions Out.
Onions Out, sorry. Onions Out, Dan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Laces Out, Dan.
Another movie that you look back on and it's a bit problematic nowadays.
Yes, that's very problematic.
But still very funny. I still enjoy it.
It's one of those, well, it was a product of a time.
Yep. And there's a lot of movies that you watch nowadays that you're like, this wouldn't be made in this context today, but at the time it was completely acceptable and fine. I don't really have an issue with that though. Movies can be dated and that's okay.
Yeah.
Just so long as they're not hammering home a point that you're like, I don't really like this. I don't really like this idea anymore.
I was watching a thing, a breakdown of Pocahontas, the animated movie, and that one's definitely got some problems.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of movies that came out from the Disney Vault
in
the last 10 years or so, and some of them at the beginning say, just so you're aware, this came out at a time when, the stuff in this movie was acceptable and normal. Just try to remember to watch that through that lens.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way that media should be viewed. You should watch it through a historical lens of countless time, and you can still like other things about the movie.
Well, you missed a support on this, Scott.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry.
I thought you were gonna try to break off one of the main supports that actually is.
Good night, Joe. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. You have to kind of watch it through a lens of this was not made in the modern era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because just graphics alone, right? Or even just graphics or story, any one of those things, you're just kind of like, oh wow, I can't believe that, how terrible this is or something like that. Like watching The Scorpion King, for example. The Second Mummy.
Yeah.
That was very much yes, the CG is terrible on it, but it's a product of its time, and it's a product of being or CGIing too quickly, right? I've heard a lot of stories about it. So
When did it come out?
it came out in 2003, I want to say.
Because some people were talking about, like, and by some people I mean just like commenters online, talking about how good some of the CGI for like Avatar and stuff from that movies from that era, 2009, 2008, really still stand out.
Mummy Return is what it's called, not Scorpion.
And one of the common things that I thought was pretty cool was they said
2001.
the reason why that CGI looks so good is A, they had a lot of time. It wasn't push them out as fast as possible.
Yeah.
It was, get them done, make them polished.
Yep. James Cameron, take your time.
And B, a lot of that CGI was only some parts of the scene were CGI'd. A lot of movies nowadays are like in front of a huge green screen, right?
True.
Or like even like The Mandalorian, where
they have their wraparound.
they have their big wraparound thing that they film in, and it kind of, I was like, that makes sense, because you have a lot of, like, when you have all the real detail behind, you have to make the fake detail
even better
to make it so it doesn't stand out as much. You don't get that uncanny valley, right?
Yep. Yeah, because you don't have to
and
add
I'm like,
your drop
that
shadows.
makes
You
a
don't
lot of
have to
sense.
add your lighting changes and everything there. For sure. I am back on the train of not wanting to watch Avatar, though. I know we talked about it, about watching the first one so that you could go see Way of Water, and me trying it again, but it just sounds like too much of a commitment to me. John, if that's you saying goodnight to us, goodnight. If that's you saying goodnight to Joe, all right then. All right.
If that's you saying goodnight to Joe, you're late.
You're late. He's already gone.
Never to return, except for next week.
Yep. Which will be another paint stream. Or art stream. Sorry. It will be
I was going to say, is Preston got something going on?
No, it's going to be another art stream. I'm just bad.
I'm not opposed to it.
And then we may have a small video next week, depending on if I like...
If you get it done?
If I get it done. It's not going to be anything great. It's just going to be like a quick throw out. But, I know we said no videos at all, but
it might just be a fun
the creative
surprise.
in me is like, maybe we should,
So, I am doing the bracelet right now, and the bracelet is silver with a little bit of, like, kind of a green hint to it. I don't know what colors were chosen for it.
Let's see. We can pull it up so that everybody can see.
But I hope that I think this is going to match.
So, yeah, it's kind of got like a little dented look to it.
Yeah, and the dented look looks a little green, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping this matches.
Very cool. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'd actually be very curious to see how many people like went through and did every single paint themselves, and how many people kind of went with a theme and called it there. Sorry, with power, I'm drifting in and out. No worries. No worries at all. Yep.
I mean, that's just everyday life for me.
Drifting in and out.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, but I'd be very curious, like, how many people... Because typically how I start, as far as, like, color schemes go, is I start with the themes that they have on Hero Forge. And then I start, like, adjusting it based on what I want. Or what I want to change, kind of thing. So.
Agreed, because I find it easier than trying to match everything.
Yeah.
But, power to you if you can sit down and do every single...
Yeah, absolutely.
Every single one.
There was only one figure that didn't have a painted base, too. Like, everybody else fully painted their figure and whatnot, but there was one figure that I saw that I was like, their base isn't painted. But that's not, like, again, that wasn't a criteria. It wasn't a requirement.
Yep, you lost because of that. Not.
Maybe it went to a stream I missed, but did Scott ever paint the blank portrait frame he posted on Discord a while ago? He has not yet.
Not yet. I have an entire box of those walls that need to be painted. They need to be... I'm not going to... I don't know if I'm going to paint any of them. I might try to do, like, something, like, make it look like an oil painting style thing. But they're really tiny. I mean, they're itty bitty.
You're just gonna take and shrink.
I
down
think
a-
I'm gonna just get a bunch of like cool pictures and funny memes and stuff, and put them on. Just print them out that size, little tiny postage stamp size, and then paste them on in Mod Podge or something over the top.
Yeah.
Because Mod Podge makes it look like it's oil painting. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And then there's gonna be some. I think there's gonna be some funny ones. But when I do it, I will post them for sure.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typically, we don't do terrain on here just because.
Yeah, it's not very. I don't think it's very exciting. If you guys want to see it, like, let us know.
Yeah. I'd love to do some like tutorial videos where you just talk about like how you typically.
I've got a bunch of terrain just like lying around from previous painting endeavors. Barrels and stuff.
Lots of cool stuff.
All right, let's see. Crow eyes.
Ooh, are you doing eyes? Let me zoom in.
I'm doing the crow eyes yellow because they're yellow on the thing. They're just a hint of yellow, but
but then you could do the black over top of them.
Well, I'm not doing her eyes. I'm doing the crow's eyes.
No, yeah, but the crow's eyes have black over top of them too.
Well, the crows are just they're just gonna get yellow eyes. I hate eyes. I hate doing eyes.
The corner cutting begins.
No. So the rest of this is all super detailed stuff, like on the sword and like some of the buttons and stuff, which is all metallic paints. So that's the next step, is to start doing those.
Yeah.
And those are gonna take as much time as it took to get to this point. Those are probably gonna take about as much time as well. Mm-hmm. Just the unfortunate
side effect
of it. Yeah.
Morgan said she did all of the painting herself from scratch for her character. Sorry, they did all the painting themselves from scratch. Far too much. They said they spent far too much on Hero Forge, but their kids helped. Your paint job was amazing. The only thing that I would change, and this is not a critique, this is just when I made my axolotl character, my Axolotl, Smoke Snag'em, I made them with the frog face. Rather than the
lizard?
Than the
or
lizard.
Was it lizard?
Yeah.
Did they use the lizard face?
Yeah, they used like the kobold lizard face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Axolotl don't all look the same, so.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. Like I said, it wasn't a critique.
Yeah.
It was just.
I had a lot of fun painting Smoke Snag'em.
I did too.
I go look at those characters for the 10K and stuff, and I'm pretty proud of them. And they were a lot of fun to paint.
I'm trying to see if you have him here.
It would be under Fantasy or Tales of Aneria, actually.
You think it would be under Tales of Aneria?
Yes. Oh wait, maybe. It might be under Fantasy.
I think it is Tales of Aneria.
That's another thing. I don't know if you guys know. You can create albums and like collections on Hero Forge.
Yeah.
And you can sort your figures into those. I have one for Star Trek. I've got one for just generic sci-fi. I've got one for fantasy. One for my specific game, which, Corey, if you click into that, we will have words.
Oh, yeah. I know I didn't click into that one. I'm just going to slowly zoom in on Smoke Snag'em here. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, I looked between the lizard and the frog faces for the Axolotl, and I thought the wider face looked better for him, right?
Yeah.
Same tail, absolutely same tail, because that just works.
Oh yeah,
right?
It screams like aquatic, right?
The thing that they have now that I might have added was they have fronds. I thought
like pond fronds.
I thought no, like crown horn, moth antenna, which kind of look like.
Oh yeah.
Which kind of look like the
axolotls do kind of have a little bit of that.
Yeah, like the pon
sensory
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
And I kind of thought about doing that when I was designing Smoke here.
Smoke.
But yeah, this is Smoke Snag'em. The one shot basically that we did for Colby's. I want to say
10K or 20K.
I thought it was the 15.
Oh.
Or maybe it was the 20, but his it was the Pokemon Master build that he did. Yeah, I like I said, I think when I designed him, they were missing, and I probably would have
it was the second one because you did the first one. You played in this one. So
I probably would get rid of the crest too, maybe. and then just do the Franz now. But anyway.
Hey, we've got a lot of credits in Hero Forge, so
I would play Smoke again.
Let's make some more.
By the way,
let's make some more.
X-Toy.
Yeah, figures.
Yeah, I honestly, that's one of my big regrets about Aneria is I made these super cool like unique races that I feel like are pretty unique, and then I just didn't use them. Just didn't use
yet.
Them.
I mean, at Aquathan.
Hello, Christopher. Can't stay long, but have the winners been announced? Yes, we did. So quick rundown. Grand prize. I guess I should probably bring that one. The other up. I switched away from one of them.
It's under the saves.
Oh, it's under the saves?
Yep.
Okay.
I hadn't moved them yet.
So, don't save the current character. So, just so you know, our grand prize winner was Elodin here. They are being painted on stream currently, which Scott has generously been painting all evening. And then as far as the other winners go, we had Eden, Azertali, I guess that's how you say it, I can't remember, Elhana, Temohex, and Jack of all trades. So if any of those are yours,
congratulations.
Congratulations. If not,
we will have more contests in the future.
Yep. Have you done any Etaquathan? No, we have not done any Etaquathan on Hero Forge. They don't have a shark head.
Yeah.
They don't have anything that's really close to a shark head.
They don't have a lot of aquatic stuff, really.
Yeah, which is sad. But we do have... the Etaquathan partially came from a really cool set of minis that Scott got from one of his Patreons. So there are Etaquathan models out there that somebody else designed.
We have printed some.
Yeah.
So, but we haven't painted any yet.
My tag is Red Shadow, so my entry was Eden. Hey, Christopher, congratulations.
Congrats.
Then, also, will this stream be posted anywhere? Yes, it'll be
tell
posted
them the
on
surprise.
YouTube. Oh, yeah, sorry. The surprise is you're not only winning a Tales of Aneria random figure, you're winning your figure. Unpainted, but we're going to print it off and send it to you so that you can paint it yourself. Congratulations. Street Shark minis, yes. Yeah. There are some, they are really cool, actually. The Etaquathan minis that we have printed are really cool.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll see some of them. Based on the fact that you guys are hunting down Etaquathan right now.
Possibly,
as far as the game goes. Maybe that's a spoiler if anybody's not caught up, but there you go. But yeah, congratulations, Christopher. We really liked your design for Eden.
Mm-hmm.
It was, again, I didn't know that this specific like tunic existed, and you did a really cool job there. I liked the idea for the breeches or the
speaking of, that was actually my favorite pick.
Yeah, that was Scott's favorite pick. Yeah, and the boots, that was really cool. Gave me some Saray vibes, which not a bad thing. Really good, really fun, all around. Congratulations. So, yeah. And you said this one was starting in January. We'll try and get it out to you by your first game, if not later, so that people can see a good representation of that. I actually thought about printing off one of the a bigger version so that you could paint it on stream as like a statue version
of this
instead.
One?
Yeah, of that one. But then I was like, but I'd want you to paint the mini anyway, and then you'd have to double dip. So yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll post once this is over. It gets posted on YouTube as just regular stream episodes, so you can check out the beginning there and kind of go through all of our fun little comments and yeah. I am so tired, and I apologize to everybody who's sitting here like watching me just peter off after every sentence.
You need to get you some energy drink there, man.
Yeah, I've been trying not to drink as much soda.
Yeah.
Just because I don't have a lot of soda right now.
That's true, and I don't want to go to the store.
Yeah. I mean, I went to the store today to pick up some like last-minute Christmas things.
Yeah. But you didn't get soda?
No, because we were just running around without a cart. Oh. It was a nightmare.
I imagine you and I went a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Just to pick
yesterday.
Up. Yeah.
I've been to the store twice in 2 days. I don't like it.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
Yeah. And that's fine. Chris, that's fine if the signal's not good right now. But yeah, feel free to watch the stream later.
Yeah, please tune in. We love even the after views help us a lot.
Yeah, and give us a comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
And yeah, there's another petering out. But thankfully, I mean, it's sad, but thankfully there's only 5 minutes left in the stream.
Thankfully, we're going away.
I don't like to say goodbye, but tonight I am going to say goodbye and feel okay about it. So you're working on the back sword.
I am doing the sword stuff, which is a lot of like little pinstripey stuff, and it's one of those things where it's difficult, but it's fun if I can get it done correctly.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep, I gotcha.
Yeah. And so far, it's looking okay.
But yeah, I might have to do something with the Axe Tully later. I had the one member of the Eight Rings that Preston made an Axe Tully.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that you were introduced to, but he was just kind of he was just there, you know.
He was just there.
He was just there.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I definitely like. And if somebody would have been like, "Oh, I want to play an Axe Tully. They sound really cool," then yes, we would have had a lot more Axe Tully stuff in there. And again, another thing that I regret is not doing more like river stuff and like sea combat stuff and that sort of thing. But at the same time, nobody really made a character that was like seafaring, as far as that goes, right? So, or river faring, I suppose is.
Well, here's what I got so far. If you want to,
let's get a final look here at what has been finished so far. Looking really good, Scott. Congratulations on this. This is looking great. And congratulations to our grand prize winner. This is awesome. I was very happy with all of the submissions, with the contest and everything. Thank you, everybody. So sorry if your choice didn't win. They were all great. We just obviously we can't send something to everybody as much as I wanted to and said that I wanted to.
I wanted to as well, and it's one of those things. It's why I saved every single one of them in my Hero Forge so that
they may appear later.
They may appear later. I might just print them out just for fun.
Yeah.
Just have them on the shelf as I get credits and stuff each month, that kind of thing. So.
Ooh, future ones let it do a Player's Choice Award.
Ooh, like a poll or something.
Do a poll where people can vote on that. That looks great.
Yeah.
But that sounds great. Except for everybody just picks their own. Well, I mean, not everybody's submitting at least. So.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we would have had like 180. That's how many people we have on Discord.
Yeah. Which is.
And technically we have 4,000 subscribers, so we would have had 4,000. Imagine.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane to think about.
Yeah.
4,000 submissions.
I mean, if we make it big in YouTube,
we'll hire someone to do that contest.
Yeah.
Or it'll be 100% random.
But at that point, if we make it so big that we have thousands of submissions in a contest, we're probably freeing up a lot of time.
Well, there's also sites out there that will do the contest for you.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
true.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Aneria, and to all a good night. Indeed, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. It was a wonderful stream. I apologize for my tiredness. I'm going to go...
Take a nap?
No, I'm going to go play more
You're going to play more games?
Yeah, I'm going to go play more Hades.
Smart.
But thank you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate. We were so happy to have you here tonight. Join us next week for an art stream. An art stream.
Aneria art stream. Aneria.
Yep. With Preston, who was grateful enough, or we're grateful to have him in the chat tonight.
Yes, thank you for
hanging
joining
out with us. Yeah, and grateful for everybody. William, Eric, Morgan, Christopher.
Thank you for making this our most watched, most popular stream.
Yep, we went from 11 down to 6 after we announced the contest.
Hey, but it went back up to like 9.
It did. We fluctuated, but yeah. Enjoy the holidays, and we will see you. I'll see you next week.
Yeah. I'll probably be in chat.
Yeah.
So
see you then.
Bye.
Bye.